Hey, good day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Andrew's Life. I'm going to be doing a video or two of Selma, Alabama. Now, I've done some videos of Selma, Alabama, I want to say about a year and a half ago, the last time I stayed here in Alabama. So, you're welcome to go check out those videos. But I'm going to do another video or two of Selma. I'm gonna on these set of videos. I'm gonna, to be quite frank, I'm gonna do a better job than I did the last time. On the last set of videos of Selma, I don't believe I got the downtown area or any of the business areas. Now, obviously, this is gonna be the main road where the majority of your businesses are going to be located here in the city of Selma. See, on my last set of Selma videos, I don't think I got any of that done. I think I put more emphasis on driving through certain type of communities here in Selma. As we're on these next couple of videos or so, I'm gonna put a little bit more emphasis in showing you guys the other parts of Selma that I didn't bother to show you on my last set of Selma, Alabama videos. Now, Selma, Alabama, of course, is going to be here in the Black Belt of the state of Alabama. It's located here in Dallas County. It's a little over an hour outside Montgomery. And this city, as of the 2020 census, has been losing population at a rate of 6.9%. Now, the population density here is actually a little more than most Alabama smaller communities. The population density here is 1,207 people. Population is 16,671 people. And there's a lot of history about this city, and I'll share some of that in this video. Now, the median home price here is $92,000. But if you want to live here in Selma, Alabama for any reason, I personally, if I were you, I wouldn't look at anything for much lower than $100,000. Because in my opinion, in this current housing market, if you go much below 100, then the area in which you're going to end up in is going to be a bit sketchy. So personally, I wouldn't go much below 100 for a house here in Selma. If you wanted to live here in Selma. Now, Selma, Alabama, of course, as many of you probably already knew, Selma is one of the poorest cities in the state of Alabama. I'm just going to turn around here. And look at a few vehicles. But yeah, Selma, Alabama is, of course, one of the, and that ain't gonna work. It's one of the poorest cities in the state of Alabama. And Selma, Alabama is also plagued with poverty, crime. The economy here is relatively poor. There's not a whole lot of employment opportunities to go around. So I would say most everything that you want to want in a city, Selma, Alabama's got. Just to put it all in perspective for you folks. Now, I'm not sure what side of town I'm currently driving on right now. I'm just going to drive down the streets and name them off. Right now, I'm on Dr. F.D. Reese Street. So, anyone who's watching this video, if you know what side of town this is, leave a comment below. Because I have no idea, and I don't want to give inaccurate information. Man, the camera's all crooked. I'm gonna go down 3rd Avenue here. I mean, this particular area does not seem bad. Seems like quite a few people here do have some pride in their community. You see, these are the type of areas that I didn't bother doing on my last set of Selma, Alabama videos. So this time around, I want my channel to be a little bit more fair to this city. Because now, for those of you that want to see like the backwoods / the country part of Selma, feel free to go on some of my older videos that I made of Selma, because this time around I'm not going to be going to those parts of Selma. I did all that a year and a half ago. So this time around, I'm going to try to hit different areas than I did the last time around. So just FYI. Now, some of the areas I drive through, you'll probably, I may have done a year and a half or so ago. But like I said, this time I'm going to try to be a little bit more diverse in terms of the communities I drive through here in Selma. Now, as you guys can see, there's, Selma, Alabama, when it comes to the communities, like when I first started this video, the neighborhoods the area didn't seem too bad. But where I'm at now, it's almost like night and day. And like I keep telling you folks, and I'm pretty sure some of you have enough sense to realize this. Whenever you're looking to buy a house, I don't care if it's for your personal use or if it's for investment reasons. This right here is the reason why you need to take the time to do your due diligence. And unless you absolutely know the area, I can't emphasize this enough. Do not blindly buy a house. I don't care how cheap it is. I don't care how nice the house might look on the pictures. I don't care. Don't ever buy a house without doing your due diligence, to obviously include coming to whatever community in person and looking at the house in person. I don't care if your agent offers you a virtual tour. Go to whatever community you're going to buy that house in person. Because you can have a house that looks nice, the yard and everything might look nice, and then right around the corner or right down the street, you'll be in the heart of the ghetto. Okay, I'm coming off of LL Anderson, and I'm getting ready to turn on Murray Foster. And now I'm going back on LL Anderson. I'm gonna drive down Griffin Avenue. Man, camera's crooked again. Sorry, people. Now I'm on LJ Chestnut Jinger. folks, I believe I am getting ready to enter downtown Selma, Alabama. So in a minute here, I'm going to drive through downtown here for you folks. And I'm going to try to allow a little bit of time to stop and read off a little bit of history about this city. there's there's a lot of people apparently that come here to Selma just to tour some of the historical buildings here in Selma. Alright, we're getting ready to go over the Edmund Pettus Bridge. See some of these people you see out here are taking in some of the history of this city. And also the history of Alabama, for that matter. Okay, folks, I'm gonna pick a place to stop and do some history. Right in front of you, you're looking at the old Depot Museum. Alright, folks, this ain't the prettiest. Well, I'm gonna keep on going here. I'm not stopping here. I'm gonna go back where I was at a little bit ago. Let's see, I'm just about at the half-hour mark. stop right here and give you guys a quick history of this city. Oh, here's some quick history. Trading center and market town during the imperial years of cane cotton in the South. This is one of the things that the city of Selma, Alabama is known for historically. And plus, here in Selma, Alabama, the ships for the Confederacy were built here in Selma during the Civil War. And this city also played a big part in the civil rights movement of the 1960s. There was a march from Selma to Montgomery, which began the Bloody Sunday in 1965. Like, if you come here to Selma, if you come here to Alabama, period, and you go to Montgomery or you come here to Selma, there's gonna be the Montgomery to Selma Parkway, which will take you from Montgomery, Alabama, all the way to Selma, Alabama, and vice versa. That parkway was named in honor of what I just said, talking about the Bloody Sunday that went on in 1965, talking about the march from Montgomery to Selma. Now the population peaked here in the 1960s. So ever since probably the mid to late 1960s, I'm not talking right. Ever since the 1970 census, the population here in this city began to decline, primarily due to the decline in agriculture and also the decline in industrial work. See, people couldn't find work. Finding work in this city got harder, so people understandably had to leave the city and move elsewhere for employment opportunities. And right now, I guess this city puts its focuses on tourism. Like I said a little bit ago, a lot of people might come here to Selma to visit some of the historical buildings and artifacts of Selma, Alabama. And there's a lot more history of Selma, Alabama. I just wrote down a little bit of it.